Welcome fellow watch lovers. Today we're looking at the Pagani design PD-1690. It's obviously Oyster Perpetual Homage. First, let's talk about some of the specs. We have a flat sapphire crystal that maybe barely reaches out above the top of the case. We have a stainless steel case as well as a stainless steel bracelet. Mine happens to be a version 1, which one of the main differences there being this one does have polished top of the lugs as well as polishing on the sides, whereas the version 2 does have brushed lugs, which I personally would prefer. The bezel is polished on both as per what you'd expect on a Oyster Perpetual Homage. The bracelet is brushed except for on the sides. We do have polishing, and on the clasp we also have polishing. Bottom of the clasp is brushed. On the dial we have loomed baton hands as well as loomed indices. The loom on these is a little bit better than what you get on most Pagani design watches. We have a date complication that isn't exactly matched. There is the Tiffany blue model does not have the date, but I think that all the other colors seem to have the exposed date wheel. Below the hands it says PT time automatic 20 bar 200 meters. This has a closed case back with kind of a mountain range explorer motif on the back, and with the screw down crown they claim 200 meters of water resistance, which is also a better spec than you get on some other Pagani design watches, which that's a nice touch. We have a fully milled clasp with the flip lock closure. It does not have micro adjustments here, but we do have the micro extension here that can be deployed as you need it and snaps back in place. There is a nice sunbursting effect to the dial, as you can see here under the light. It's maybe a little more pronounced than you'd normally see under most lighting conditions, but since I do have this light set up here, it's going to certainly bring that out. The weight of the piece, as adjusted for my 7.5 inch wrist. The case diameter bezel sort of right around 39 millimeters. If you want to put another strap on it, you're looking at a 20 millimeter replacement. And so you're looking at about 52.5 millimeters, thanks to the male end links. The movement with the screw down crown is a Seiko NH35, which is a nice, reliable automatic movement that does support hacking, hand winding, and has a birotational motor on the inside. My particular example, the screw down crown, doesn't have that characteristic pop that you get. You can obviously stop the time and hand wind it. It does take a little bit to pull it out, whereas some other NH35s from Pagani, you'll kind of feel that little pop come out. This one, you kind of have to pull it out a little bit. Setting the time is certainly nice and fluid. No complaints on that. Of course, you can wind it and change the date via the first position. I think these are a great value for the money. Certainly one of the better executed Pagani design watches out of many that I have. If you're looking for that Oyster Perpetual style watch, this is certainly one to consider on a budget. Hope you found this review helpful, and please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content.